MacVoices is sponsored by Smile and PDF Pen 9, the best way to do more with your PDF documents, including optical character recognition, search and replace, secure redacting, highlighting features, and much more. Get all the details and download a free trial at smilesoftware.com. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices at AltConf and WWDC in San Jose. I ran into stuff to talk to. We've talked before on MacVoices. This time, and I want to make sure I get it right, folks, we're going to talk about SwiftConf, the International Cocoa and Swift Conference at the heart of Europe. Yeah. Stuff, it's good to see you.
Yeah, thank you. It's good to see you as well.
Yes, it's been, I think, 2 or 3 years since we talked.
Yeah, I think it was 2014 probably, because back in the days I also didn't have a ticket. Yeah. So that's why I remember we were in this bar at AltConf, and this is where it happened, at Jillian's.
At Jillian's, yes. When they had AltConf, that was one of the places that AltConf was.
Yeah, and that was just before that I was hired by the current company I work for, which got me into kind of redoing the conference kind of in another way.
So tell me about the conference. When is it, where is it, and who's it for?
So back in the days, it used to be called Objective Cologne because of Objective-C, and it's in Cologne, where I live in Germany. But during the keynote of 2014, I was at Twitter watching at the keynote because I didn't have a ticket. They announced Swift, and I right away went on to registering the domain name and the Twitter handle, swiftconf.com. So it's kind of an internal joke with all the other conference folks that some of them actually tried to register SwiftConf 5 minutes later, and it was too late. So I renamed this thing SwiftConf. We didn't make it in 14 because we didn't have enough attendees, but then I was hired by this company, 7 Principles, for which I work for, and they told me, one of the things they told me is, we hire you obviously as an iOS developer, which is my real work, but we are interested in this conference, let's do it together. So I'm basically now, part of my job is to run the conference with the company's money, but I'm still the conference MC, I'm still the main organizer, and so it's every year in September. We tried July in 2015. No, don't try July. Not a good idea.
Too hot or just too busy?
I don't know. People are only on holiday, and I think I'm gonna publicly blame Mike Lee for the idea of July, because Mike back in the days told me, yeah, you should try July. I said, okay, if Mike says it, let's try it, but it didn't work. Anyway, we're back in September. What I like about September, and also liked about July, but it was just after the dub. That was probably the problem. But anyways, I always do it after dub somehow, and now I'll leave people going to holiday, summer holiday, and look at all the betas and whatnot. And so when you're back in September, we have fresh new iOS 11 and Swift 4 and whatnot content, because one of the things that annoys me if I go to a conference is if the conference is happening like 2 weeks before dub, most of the things that I'm learning, they're old already. So it's like buying, a MacBook and the day after they announce new MacBooks. So that's why I do it in September. Yeah.
Okay. And this is for Swift developers who, is it basic, is it advanced, or is it a little bit of mixture of everything?
It's a mix of everything, but I would say it's more advanced than it is basic. So when my speakers ask me what's the level, I always tell them, well, imagine the guys in front of you, they have a little bit of an idea what Swift is about, and they are old Objective-C folks. So yeah, we concentrate on Swift exclusively since 2015, because in our company we've been programming exclusively in Swift since August 2014, which was brave. We ran into a little bit of funky stuff with Swift 1 and 2, but we don't regret that at all. We are like about 8 or 10 iOS developers all doing everything in Swift. We love it, and now so that's why. And now we're speaking also because I saw the guys from IBM here. They're sponsors of the conference. We're speaking every time about server-side Swift since last year. We have 2 talks about server-side Swift. I actually wanted to have a third one, and I think I'm going to speak more and more about server-side Swift because this is something for which I'm really excited about.
Is the conference or the conference sessions conducted in German, or are they English, or
no,
is it?
It's English. It's English.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. My definition of the IT world is that it's all in English, and if I don't get it going to a conference which is not in English. Even if it's in France or would be in Spain or in Germany or whatever, this whole thing has to be in English because anyways you're gonna have to read documentations in English. So I don't understand. If you don't speak English, you're probably in the wrong sector, I would say.
Wow, that's a pretty bold pronouncement.
That's how I am.
Yeah. Okay. What does it cost to attend?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. It's actually, because the company sponsors it, it's way cheaper than it used to be. So it's €299 for 2 days. And it's all inclusive, except the accommodation, obviously. But it's food and beverage. In the evening, we even have beer. We organize some kind of party, and it's fun. We have a terrace on the at work. We do it at work now because we have a wonderful office, and that's it. And if people are going to use the MacVoices voucher code, which I still have to do after we record, it's going to give them like 10% off. So go ahead and use it.
Thank you. That's great. So MacVoices, well, the website is?
The website is SwiftConf.com, so that's going to be SwiftConf.com. And I'll tell you why I'm not calling it SwiftCon.com. It's a funny thing most people speaking English don't know, is because CON in French means stupid or dumb. So stop calling your conference something con, because I feel like I'm stupid when I'm going there. So put an F on it.
Okay. So SwiftConf.com, and the voucher code MacVoices gets you 10% off.
Yeah.
And it's for anybody that wants to code in Swift.
Yeah, it's for anybody that wants to do something with Swift, whether it's iOS, with the Mac, with server side, for the phone, for the watch, for the TV, whatever. I think what the beauty of it is that it's so broad now. I mean, we can stay in our little Apple world, but still do so many different stuff. That's what I like. And we have a couple of different speakers from different companies, like from Microsoft and from other companies. And we have talks about server side that I told you, talk about iOS, talk about other stuff. You're welcome and enjoy. And it's fun every year.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for telling us about it. It's good to see you again.
Well, thank you. It's good to see you as well.
Stay out of trouble, okay?
Cheers.
Folks, we'll have more from AltConf and WWDC in San Jose. I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes, links to subscribe, and to connect with Chuck on Twitter, Google+, Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, SoundCloud, the MacVoices blog, the MacVoices Dispatch, our weekly newsletter, and on MacVoices magazine, free on Flipboard that helps you do more with your Apple tech. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.